Hello and welcome to Your Health Reclaimed with DrPND, where we help you reclaim your health with tips, tools, and resources to live your most optimal and vibrant life. Here's your host, DrPND.
Hello and welcome to Your Health Reclaimed. I'm Dr. PND, your host, and I'm so glad that you guys found this podcast. This is going to be an introduction session that I'm just going to basically kind of give you an idea of who I am, where I have been, what I have done, my experience, personal and professional, and to give you an idea of what this channel is also all about and what our goal is going to be in the upcoming episodes, and ultimately to see where this leads us. So a little bit about myself. I'm 46 years old. And I have been in the health and fitness industry for over 27 years. I fell in love with health and wellness at a very young age. I had people that were in my life, luckily, that had a great influence on me. So along the line, other people kept coming along and I guess just kept really influencing this aspect of my life. So I started originally as actually a personal trainer, and I love fitness. So I had a couple of good mentors in the local gym that I, used to frequent and attend back in Florida. And I got my degree, my certification, and I began to practice the profession of personal training. Along as I was doing that, I really became involved in nutrition. The love of nutrition really became very strong part of my life. And the more I started to study that, and the more I started to apply that with my clients, the more I started seeing a massive and a drastic difference in their health. Back then, I really did not realize what it was or what exactly was going on, because back in the day, people were concerned of ultimately looking good first and foremost, losing the weight, and I lived in Florida, so people want to look good in bathing suit. But I did started noticing people just not only looking differently, but feeling differently. The feedback that I started getting was really amazing. Just general mood, energy, sleep patterns, feeling. As a few years went on, and as deeper I got into nutrition and the application of general nutrition with my clients, I started noticing also that some of those people were able to get off of medications. That was never my intention. I obviously didn't practice medicine by any means, but I started noticing. And the first time I actually had a conversation with a client who, wanted me to share his experience with his physician and give me his physician's message to me. And that was that he was able to get off blood pressure medication, which he was on at this point for, I think, over 15 years. And the physician said to him to tell me that, whatever I was doing with him to keep doing, because he really has never really seen anybody get off of blood pressure medication or reverse blood pressure. That was one of the initial beginnings of really that I started to notice that, fitness combined with nutrition had an extremely powerful effect on human physical health. The second person that I noticed that was somebody who was actually able to reverse diabetes. It was type 2 diabetic. They've been diabetic for that point for about 10 or so years. They were insulin independent, and same thing happened with them. Anyway, I was at this point in my life actually attending college and then University of South Florida, and my goal is to become actually an orthopedic surgeon, and that was my ultimate goal. My profession of personal training was just something to get me through. I honestly didn't believe that I can really, have a fulfilling life and a profession that was be fulfilling, as back then personal training was not really considered the epitome of pristine and prestige professions. So needless to say, I was going to school, and I had a lot of all the sciences, the inorganic, organic chemistry, biochemistry, the physics and cellular biology, microbiology, and all that. And I was going through doing certain shadowing and internship that I was doing, which is part of the program, and I really started noticing how sick people are, how in general just people are not healthy, and aside from emergency procedures and emergency medicine, there was really nothing that anybody really was able to do. So, needless to say, my wife entered into my life back then, and she really helped me really understand that that was not a profession that I was meant to do. And quite frankly, she made me understand that I did not want to do that. I did not want to be a medical doctor. Despite that, my mom and dad wanted me to be, and my uncle, he was a prominent physician. He wanted me to be a physician. So that's when I decided to actually get off the pre-med program and really dedicate all my time, energy, focus, and attention on my clients and developing what was really working and really making a big difference. So my wife and I, we started actually an official company. We had a facility. It was called AAP Fitness in Tampa, Florida, and we began to just practice physical fitness and general nutrition with our clients. And we grew very quickly, very fast, very efficiently, and we had great testimonies. We really did, and it was extremely fulfilling to see people's life literally transform. As I kept practicing and doing this profession, I really became to develop just a very very keen knowledge and therefore the passion for holistic health in general, natural health. And therefore I went back to school and I got my ND degree, and ND is a doctor of naturopathy or naturopath. I'm a traditional naturopath, and this is basically the practice of holistic health and utilizing completely natural methods, and primarily of lifestyle modification and holistic nutrition. So, needless to say, whilst going to school, I became more and more thoroughly implementing the principles of nutrition with my clients in our practice, and I started to see a whole nother level of people's health improving to the point that again, I never really even imagined that would be that possible. So after a few years, and I graduated, we sold our practice, and I became full-time, naturopath. And I'm so excited to share, honestly, what I have learned and my experience. I'll tell you this: I do not know it all, and I never will know it all. So just to be clear, but I would like to tell you, and what works, what doesn't, and despite what some of the research says and what it doesn't say. And the goal of this channel is going to be for me to give you the knowledge and wisdom that I've acquired in the last 27 years of professionally and personally dealing with people and witnessing people's health drastically improve. Again, I never claim to know it all, and I never will, but I do quite a bit, do have quite a bit of knowledge and experience, and I would like to share that with you. This channel is not going to be a scientifically based channel that you're going to see a lot of technical jargon and explanations of biochemical reactions and cellular biology and why exactly things work. No, this is going to be for the layman person who would like to know what to do, how to do it, and what to expect. Bottom line, practical knowledge that you can apply today, immediately in your life, to begin reclaiming your health. My wife's and I's passion is physical health and vitality. Obviously, nobody's perfect in this world, but whatever your genetic potential at your current level of health is, you can improve that. I believe so very much. And that is our goal, to be able to help you do just that. So we're going to talk about different topics, different issues, different ailments, what practically works, what doesn't. Another point of this channel is going to be for us to really overcome the tremendous amount of confusion and falsehood of what social media, the media in general, and just has done to this industry, because there's a lot of falsehood, there's a lot of deception, there's a lot of lies, and there's a lot of people that have been led astray of purchasing programs and supplements and doing certain things that might sound good, they theoretically could work, but nonetheless they don't. And I think a lot of people have got burned, and my goal is to dispel a lot of those myths. We are also going to go into my personal passion in GI health, the gastrointestinal health, which obviously that's a very generalized topic towards the gastrointestinal system, but everything affecting that, we're going to go into in very, very big detail, because pretty much every chronic disease, directly or indirectly, is going to start and or has something to do with gastrointestinal health. Whether you like it or not, that's a fact. I've never worked with a client or a patient that I've never seen anybody who is dealing with a chronic issue that has no gastrointestinal issues. And as well, once those issues are addressed first and foremost, I've never seen nobody not improve drastically. Even if the issues are not directly completely resolved immediately, there's a drastic improvement. So gut health, GI health, whatever you want to call it, that is something that is very dear and personal to me. Why? Because not only something that I specialize in, but I also have my own personal testimony, which for another video, I'll go into detail. But it's very powerful, I believe, and it really had a massive change in my life, in my well-being. And, that has a lot to do with, what I'm doing today. So we're going to drill into that. Another topic also we're going to cover fitness. I'm 46 years old. I have been in the fitness industry since I was 12 years old. There are other people, again, that were a really big part of that. I had different and still hold licenses and certifications from different agencies for, exercise and physiology. So we're going to talk a lot about that as well. Again, nothing sports specific. We're not going to get into the physiology behind it or the exactly whys, but I want to give you, again, dispelling myths in fitness, because there's a lot of it. We're going to be dispelling, a lot of myths that directly or indirectly has to do with physical fitness and training and so forth, just general fitness. But also, I'm going to go into depth of how to implement a healthy, proper physical fitness into your daily routine, into your healing journey in general. Because the correct physical fitness has a very, very profound and powerful effect in overall health. And again, the media has done, and so in social media in general, this industry has been really corrupted on many levels. And there's a lot of false information there. There's a lot of people who preach very, very bad messages and give really, really bad and confusing advice. So again, that's going to be a goal that we're going to, deeply cover. I would always welcome comments. The only thing I ask is just be loving and polite. And remember, all of us are here for the same goal. We want to know the truth. We want to know what works, what doesn't. And we all want, to the best of our genetic potential, our current state, to acquire optimal health. So be polite, be nice, have fun. Let's open some discussions. Please don't be argumentative. Okay. Always remember something, and I've learned this numerous times throughout my career, is that people don't really care how much you know, they care how much you care. And also, it's not about winning an argument, it's about finding the truth. That's extremely important. So this channel and the information herein is going to be geared directly towards that. Anyway, this is going to be it for today. I'd love to see you guys in the future. Hopefully you guys stay with us. And please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button and share with your friends. If you guys have anybody who is dealing with certain chronic issues and would like to know, how to properly lose weight or get healthy or regarding fitness, anything that you might think it might be a benefit to them, please share that with them. We welcome everyone, and we love everyone. We want to, we really want to see everybody to prosper the best that they can. Life can be beautiful, and without physical health and vitality, it's hard to enjoy life to the fullest. Okay, so thank you guys. We love you, and we cannot wait to see you soon. Bye.
Thank you for your valuable time and for listening to the Your Health Reclaimed podcast with Dr. PND. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and share this episode with a person you know it can help. If we can help you in any way, or you would like to connect with Dr. PND, please visit drpnd.com. That's drpnd.com.